Mr. President, have you looked at your pension?
Kenny,
Have you looked at your pension?
I've got to say.
Mr. President, have you looked at your pension?
You know, I don't look at my pension. It's not as big as yours, so it doesn't
Well,
take as long.
let me give you some. Let me give you some
I
advice.
don't check it that often.
Let me give you some advice. Look at your pension. You also have investments in Chinese companies. You also have investments outside the United States.
And Governor Romney says he's got a 5-point plan. Governor Romney doesn't have a 5-point plan. He has a 1-point plan. And that plan is to make sure that folks at the top play by a different set of rules.
You'll get your chance in a moment. I'm still speaking.
Well,
And the
Governor,
answer is, I don't believe people
if you're
think that's the
asking me a
case
question,
because
I'm not gonna answer.
that wasn't a question.
Okay.
That was
Go
a
ahead.
statement. I think I was supposed to get that last answer, but I want to point out that I don't believe.
I don't think so, Candy.
I don't believe.
I want to make sure our timekeepers are
Okay.
working
The
here.
The
timekeepers
timekeepers are all working, and let me
right.
tell you that the last part, for the two of you to talk to one another, and it isn't quite as ordered as you think. But go ahead and use this 2 minutes any way you'd like to. The question is on the floor.
Well, I think Governor Romney was for an assault weapons ban before he was against it. And he said that the reason he changed his mind was in part because he was seeking the endorsement of the National Rifle Association. So that's on the record.
You said in the Rose Garden, the day after the attack, it was an act of terror. It was not a spontaneous
proceed.
demonstration. Is that what you're saying?
Please proceed, Governor.
I want to make sure we get that for the record because it took the president 14 days before he called the attack in Benghazi an act of terror.
Get the transcript.
He did, in fact, sir. So let me call it an act of terror.
Can you say that a little louder, Candy?
He did call it an act of terror. It did as well take 2 weeks or so for the whole idea of there being a riot out there about this tape.